let's talk about the new Meteor Sniper. This is a really nice package. It's more of a kit because it doesn't come with a regulator. Mine came missing some parts that Meteor said that they will send me eventually. Those parts are an IVG, a mainspring, a ASA plug on the other side, a trigger plate, and a trigger shoe. Other than that, it's ready to go. So you need to provide your own high pressure regulator because that's not part of the package. I guess Meteor may be coming out with one of those, so maybe future releases will be whole packages, and maybe that's why this is so well priced, or the first run was. So I'm gonna go over some highlights of it, and we'll take some shots after that. So I would say first and foremost, this is a lot lighter than it looks. It looks a lot like a CCM S5. It weighs a lot less. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because it's 11/16 and there's less material inside. It's definitely a high quality aluminum, so I don't think that is the reason why. But yeah, it's really nicely milled. It's really lightweight. I don't have any complaints about the quality of the product whatsoever. The pump handle may look kind of cheap, but I'll tell you it's not. It's metal. It maybe looks like it's plastic, but it is metal. You have some bearings inside of there that the pump handle glides on rather. And the pump return with this spring is adjustable from this knob. So if you turn it in, you'll have more return force, or more cocking force rather. And if you turn it out, it'll be a lighter pump stroke essentially. So turn it in, heavier pump stroke, turn it out, lighter pump stroke. It's a pretty nice setup. It's a really, really cool design, and I think, I don't want to say it's inspired by the MVP because I think that's even a little bit more complicated, but I've never seen anything like this on a sniper before. It does come with a pretty nice looking barrel. The polishing on the inside is nice, but it's 681 and I don't have any paint that's that big because GI paint that I've been shooting is unfortunately tiny. So what I did to get this going is I added a ShockTech trigger plate and trigger shoe, the AK Sidewinder regulator, CCM fittings, CCM main spring, hammer spring, and CCM IVG. The reg is set with the factory Meteor valve and conical valve spring that they provide at somewhere over 350. I haven't checked on the rig, but when I put it onto this marker, it was set at about 340, and I had to go up from there. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to 400. I think that makes it a little loud, but with the Scony Epsilon barrel that has minimal porting, it's going to be loud. Most of my guns are a little bit louder than like a Dye Ultralight or any other barrel with more porting. The bolt is pretty basic. I think Cocker Top tried a lightning bolt and an AK lightning bolt and an inception bolt, and they both yielded better feet per second, higher velocity, which I'm not surprised, but this gets the job done. You don't really need to upgrade that. The ASA is actually pretty nice. It's basic, but it functions well. And it does come with a rail that looks shockingly similar to an Inception rail. I think it's milled slightly different, but has the exact same function. So let's take some shots. I am shooting some fresh GI Evil paint. It's pretty nice. It's not perfectly round. I don't think most paint is these days, but it shoots pretty good. We're chronoed around 280 feet per second. And here we go. So you can hear it's got a pretty good bark to it. Let's see. Is there anything else I should go over? I think this is a really nice marker for the price. If you have the parts or don't mind putting some things together and tuning it a little bit, if you have previous experience with snipers, you can't beat this for the money. If you're trying to get a friend into playing pump, there's nothing better out of the box. I mean, this is way nicer than an Empire Sniper. It's not a piece of trash, a Zodin KP3, KPC. It's legit. I definitely recommend checking it out if you can get your hands on one. I think they're all sold out, but they're probably going to have more in the future, or get one second hand if someone's selling one. So, yeah, it's definitely worth picking up.